Yo, still bills, what's the deal, man? It's Friday Eve, nigga heading to the courthouse, man. I'm getting sued, man. When I fucked my knee up a couple of years ago, I had to go see them orthopedic motherfuckers. And I still got their brace, so I've been cranking their brace since I fucked my knee up again last week sparring. Just can't seem to get out of my way, man. But I figured out what it was, man. Like I got weak knees and shit. I may have told y'all about I got weak knees and I gotta build muscle around that knee to support that shit. So, cause Brandon, I'll be falling this like, nigga, bro. How you just like your knees just collapse? I've never, that SWV song. I thought that shit was, you know, just some, you know, that just says it sounded good. I didn't know weak knees was a real thing, man. So yeah, I be weak in the knees, man. So I gotta go get that handled, man. But peep game, man, I want to get into something, and I'm seeing, after being promised for months that we was done with this pay-per-view thing, they're making the November card a pay-per-view. Even the fight this weekend between Joseph Parker and Fabio Wardley is a pay-per-view, and I'm just like, y'all just don't get it. Y'all take all of these steps forward to bring attention back to the sport of boxing, and y'all shoot yourselves in the foot, because the main sport that y'all are trying to bring back into prominence, y'all ain't giving motherfuckers an opportunity to become familiar with it, man. Niggas is not about to come out of pot. Like, shout out my man Ashy Knuckles. I don't know if this is accurate information that he gave to us, but if he did, and they talking about paying David, giving David a $200 million, you know, 5-fight deal, what the fuck make you think he can return on that investment when this dude ain't even been able to crack $200K in a pay-per-view by his goddamn self? I don't get just the logic behind Turkey. And you know, this is the same dude who was telling us we moving away from this shit, man. And this is what I mean by you can do, you know, just when you do good for the sport, you deserve all the praise. But when you fuck up along the way, you deserve to be chastised for it. When you too in favor of somebody, you can't see they wrongdoing. And when you can't see they wrongdoing, you won't give corrective action. And in this regard, you need corrective action. Is this a fire event? Hell yeah, it is, man. But y'all can't continue to punish. Y'all can't continue to punish the few people who give a fuck about the sport. Boxing is a dinosaur up here in America, man. And y'all keep playing this game like y'all can just get over on the hardcores, on our, you know, our thirst and our lust to see fights live in action as they happening. Y'all can't keep doing that shit. Y'all cannot keep doing that shit. You don't pay for basketball unless, you know, if you got cable, you'll pay. All right, it comes with your cable subscription. If you got HBO Max, it comes with your HBO Max. If you got Hulu, it comes with your subscription. You're not paying on top of that subscription to see the fucking game. And you get double headers in basketball, man. You'll get, you know, not even double headers, man. If you got NBA TV, you got that much more access to the games. I don't know why y'all think y'all can get away with punishing the, you know, the very fan base and the, you know, just the foundation of the sport. You dig? The casuals aren't getting the opportunity to buy this fight because they not even knowing that the fight is happening. Because it ain't even like y'all promoting it in America like that. Is David Benavidez going? Is he? You know? Is he on the? I think was he on the Breakfast Club? I'm sure. I'm not so sure. But these fighters are not invading radio stations like that. They're not doing tours because they're not doing none of that shit. They're not doing none of that. So y'all not even giving the public, you know, a chance to be aware of these fighters, man, and who they fighting. Y'all not giving them a chance to get familiar with nothing about the sport other than it's going to cost you $50, $60, $80, $70 to see this shit. Man, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. And, you know, it makes you say, you know, it gives people more, you know, ammunition to talk about and, you know, denigrate, you know what I'm saying, you know, Turkey. Even though Turkey is doing great things for the sport, bro, but I just don't understand what is it y'all, this infatuation that y'all have with putting shit behind paywalls, bro. That shit is a nonsense. It's a zero effect. It's a contradiction. You're not about to see no amazing profit off of no pay-per-view. You're just not here in America. It's not gonna happen. What the fuck is going on? It's not going to happen. Why? Because boxing isn't producing the type of superstar caliber talent that translates to the public, to the casuals. There was a point in time when you had Manny, you had Floyd, you had Cotto. You had them. You dig? All just all ping ponging off of each other. Name me 3 legitimate pay-per-view stars who has the ability to carry the brunt of a promotion by themselves. Outside of Canelo up here. Go ahead. Go. Go ahead. Outside of Canelo in this market, it doesn't exist. In America, it doesn't exist. He does not exist. She does not exist. They can say Bud all they want. Potentially. But we'd have to see that in order to believe that. And thus far, he hasn't been able to do that. Canelo was the only one who can carry a pay-per-view in this market over here in America. Nobody else. It has to be a big fight that everybody is asking for. And if we being real, it's not, the hardcores are asking for a card like this. It's not, this shit isn't being marketed to the boxing, not to the boxing public, but the casual. It's not. So why do we continue to keep getting punished for this shit, man? I'm tired of it. Because it's unfair. Y'all can't make a promise and then go back on your word. What you was doing was healthy. And what's wild is that Bivol, I don't know if it was the I think it was the rematch. Yeah, matter of fact, it was the rematch when we got all them. Man, please, that was an incredible card. That shit didn't even cost as much as y'all are trying to put on. The price y'all trying to put on us for this fight. Like, come on, man, what are we doing? You can't continue to treat boxing like it's a members only, a members only club, man. You keep doing shit that's, just further denigrated. And it like, you can word it, because I'm not business savvy. Y'all can word it in a manner to where it could sound like it makes sense from a business standpoint. And if this was any other sport, maybe you'd have a point. But you can't ignore the metrics that get put out into the public. And even if you choose to ignore the metrics and you don't pay no attention to them numbers, the fact of the matter is boxing is not in America what it once was. We can't compete with baseball, football, basketball, or soccer. We cannot fuck with them sports. And y'all are treating it as if we can. And y'all think somehow, make it, bringing the sport back into prominence is going to come at the expense of the hardcores paying for these fights. Because somehow through the hardcores, y'all are going to somehow gain the casual eye. That's not how it works, man. That's not how it works. And even though this is an incredible card, these fighters aren't known to the fucking casual eye. Don't nobody know who Brian Norman is. If you know who Devin Haney is, it's because of what happened with him and Ryan Garcia. Last time they saw Devin Haney in a fight with any sort of attraction to anything that was like, oh shit, anything that generated some sort of attention outside of the boxing public, the official hardcore boxing public, he was out there looking bad. He was looking, bro. Dude was in a fucking throw it in a circle pose, man, by a underdeveloped Ryan Garcia with one shot to land. And he landed it with regularity. And this is an underdeveloped fighter. And you think he's going to be a dude to sell that shit? No. Bam Rodriguez is known and adored by the boxing public. It's not. I don't think he's had no interview on ESPN. Nobody knows David. They don't. He's known in the boxing spaces. We damn sure don't know no Anthony Yard up here. Abdullah Mason is an undercard fighter, bro. What are we doing? What the fuck? It's stupid shit like this where this shit is dumb, man. We got to continue to get punished because niggas want to be greedy. This is greed. This is greed. You cannot continue to to just find a way to exploit the the very few people who are who still adore the sport. You can't do that. That's exploitative, man. You can't continue to take advantage of motherfuckers like that and expect that shit to, bear good fruit, because it's not. Nobody is going to, after a while, niggas, all right, cool, or you know what? I do want to see this fight, but not enough to spend no show on it. So this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. Where them streaming sites at? Where that Fire Stick at? Motherfuckers don't even, niggas don't hide about, niggas don't hide about streaming this shit. Ordering a fight when before the apps and everything came into fruition, and I'm not really the biggest fan of that. I mean, I am, but I ain't, because I just think it was dope to for, hey yo man, so and so ordering the fight, you go over there to the homie house and watch the fight over there. I think that was dope. You ordering the fight, all right, cool. I'm gonna bring this. I'm gonna bring the drinks. I'm gonna bring this. Just all right, cool. And we gonna come over there and we gonna parlay. That was an event in itself. I prefer that as opposed to going to the fight personally. I like that energy better. Man. But nonetheless, it was an event going to it. And I'm not even saying pay-per-view was there, but what I'm saying is certain fights don't call for that shit. And if you are gonna put it behind a fucking paywall, man, make that shit to where I gotta pay for it, but I can, what's $15? What's $20? When you start getting into the 60s and the 70s and the 80s, it's like, bro, we just had Canelo fight on fucking Netflix. And with the potential fight of the year in Lester Martinez and Christian Mobili. And you gonna turn around and smack us $60 to watch this shit right here, which is a ballin' ass good fight. But none of these dudes are household names. I don't even think Anthony Yard is big like that over there in London. Y'all can't keep doing this shit, man. Turki Al-Sheikh is an ambassador for the sport. He's great for the sport, but this shit right here is just unacceptable, man. And it's just as simple as that. Punish the public, the very foundation of this sport. The only thing that's keeping this sport afloat. The only thing that's keeping this sport afloat. This is the only thing that's stopping. Boxing is, it might be lower, it might be on the same level as hockey, dog. It just might be. The boxing public, the content creators on YouTube, these are the only things stopping this shit from turning into rugby. Fuck hockey. Or XFL league or something like that. And you continuing to put pressure on us to keep this sport afloat. Nah, my nigga, it's not happening. It's not happening. At what point does somebody become uninterested in fights? Max Kellerman said it, and I said, I've said it in a video before. If niggas is playing ball in the middle of the street, not in the middle of the street, but they at the court and they hooping, niggas is hooping, it's a good game going on too. And a fight break out across the street, all the attention is going to divert from that game to the fight. Because it's just more energy in a fight. So how is it that we have a sport where you're paid to beat the shit out of somebody else and nobody gives a fuck about it? Don't nobody give a fuck about boxing, dog. Nobody. Nobody. And this is a sport that predates a lot of this shit. It was bigger than, it was, basketball ain't really come into fruition like that into the 50s. Football, I want to say the 50s with football as well. And nobody give a fuck about it. It's the laughing stock. It's the laughing stock of organized sports practically. This shit is damn near rugby, Brody. And y'all want to keep doing this dumb shit because y'all, for whatever reason, think y'all missing out on something by not putting it on the paper. Y'all missing out on an extra couple dollars if you don't put it on a fucking pay-per-view. Y'all playing yourselves. I done lost count. I never knew. But I wonder how much money Turkey has lost putting on these big, massive cards, dog. How much have you actually lost? Because I'm guaranteeing you've lost way more than you've gained, at least over here in America. You lost way more than you gained. So what's the harm in you saying, yo, you know what, fuck it, man. Just get that shit to him. Nothing is going to happen overnight. It's so fractured over here that, you know, just the it's gonna take a while for the remedy to set in. Like, oh, all right, cool. Now we're getting back. Boxing is getting back into a good space. That whole weekend leading up into Canelo and Crawford, bro, that shit was beautiful. They're showing sparring shit on, you know, on the Zone, Sparring Wars. That shit is dope. That shit is dope. Everything going on with the TKO league, and I got to get a little bit more hip on that because I don't have an opinion on it because I don't know enough about it. But it's a multitude of things that people are trying to do to bring this shit back into prominence, and then y'all do stupid shit like put a fight that doesn't belong on pay-per-view behind a paywall, or a card that's only good that only the hardcores know behind the paywall. It just don't make no sense. Like, this shit, you can't possibly think that this shit is logical, man. Like, 'cause it's not. It's not logical. You are forcing the hardcores to come to dig in their pocket and pull out $80, dog, to keep this shit afloat. Not me, bro. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And this is a dope card. If I made money off the sport, if I was able to monetize this channel, I bet. Cool. Then we can make some shit like that happen. But I don't. I'm not monetized on this app. I'm not. I just come on here to speak my shit. Because I like to connect with other like-minded people on the sport. And I want to hear y'all opinions. I want y'all to challenge my stance on whatever it is that I'm saying. I enjoy the dialogue. I enjoy that shit, man. So, but I'm not. I'm a nothing ass nigga on YouTube with an opinion. I'm not in a position to, you know, to make a profit off of this shit. I'm not. I don't make no money off my content. Just doing it for the love of the sport. Just doing it for the love of dialogue. Alright, my fault, I had to switch lanes. But yeah, man, this shit is, I think, you know, shame on Turkey for doing this shit, man. You can't promise a motherfucker something and then renege on that shit. You can't. Whether you like it or not, you are trying to make a mark over here in America, and that's not how you go about doing it. Don't sit here and, bro, we was excited about not getting, bro, we already paid for the Zone subscription. We already paid for that. Y'all keep trying to find, you know, more innovative ways to extort niggas. Boxing has never been geared towards the, you know, the affluent. It's not. This shit ain't for the, you know, for the, you know, this is motherfuckers, you know, who live in social unrest for the most part. Motherfuckers with fucked up tendencies, violent tendencies. Whether you go to the gym or you brawling out in the middle of the street, that's who this sport is geared towards. Not for no motherfuckers who ain't, you know, like, no, they don't deal with, bro, I'm down here on motherfucking, I'm like heading towards downtown, man, 21st and fucking St. Mary and all that shit, man. Like, nigga, there's a crack arena up the street, man. Like, the boxing is geared towards the, you know, the decrepit motherfuckers, the scourges of society, man. We ain't got that shit to come out our pocket, $80 and $60 every time a big fight. No. It's just undignified for you to do that shit, my nigga. And that shit is whack. This shit is whack, man. Stop playing on our intelligence. Stop disrespecting the very foundation that is solely responsible for keeping this sport afloat. The hardcores. Because if it wasn't for the hardcores, nobody would watch boxing, dog. Nobody would give a fuck about it. Because it's not popular enough for and accessible enough for anybody to give a fuck about it. There's no TV, nobody, no Showtime, HBO, ESPN, Spike TV. There's no more TV networks that's showing boxing anymore. Everything has been transitioned to the app. And you think, you know, it's still a lot of people with cable. You think that's a coincidence? No, it's not. Niggas don't give a fuck about it. And y'all found a way to dull and sour that shit for people who may have once upon a time given a fuck about it. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers I came across it, man, I ain't really nobody to watch. It's like, y'all not watching. And why are they not watching? Because they not accessible. Because y'all want to put everything behind a paywall. Or y'all want to put them in overmatched type of fights. Stop disrespecting the people, man. Stop disrespecting the foundation. The hardcores are the foundation of this sport, because without the hardcores, nobody would know about the sport. Shout out to the content creators, good or bad, propagandists, whatever the fuck ever. The fact of the matter is, we're speaking on the sport. And we seem to be the only ones who are doing that. MMA gets more coverage than boxing, Brody. I really hope you do your due diligence and say, you know what, man, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna keep up with my promise. Because if you don't, man, that shit is sad. That shit is sad. Stop extorting the people. Stop taking advantage of the public's, the boxing public's yearning for fights. Stop taking advantage of that shit. Because I'm telling you, I'm not paying for that fight, bro. I'm not. I'll eat a dick. That's all I got to say about it, man. So I'll tap back in with y'all later, yo. Deuces.